Down here where the mouse sensitivity is, I keep mine at 0.25, and while aiming it's 0.2. Now in regards to the sensitivity outside the game, I keep my DPI at default. I don't know what it is. I believe it's like 800 or something. I always lower my sensitivity in all games that I play. It doesn't matter if it's like MMOs or first-person shooters. I always keep it low. I don't like fucking with my settings outside the game. Personally, I have heard that if you lower your DPI too much, you will skip frames. Your mouse will literally skip frames. I don't know how true that is, or if that is true, but yeah. To how I practice, well, not really how I practice, I should say. I don't really feel like I need to, but if I feel like I am trying out my sensitivity or doing things differently, I do go to factory and I practice with scavs on like an easy setting or something, or medium. But anyway, I'm gonna move my camera down to my mouse and show you guys what I do, or how I move my mouse, and maybe that will help you guys improve your aim. So the reason why I have my sensitivity so low, I used to be one of those risk gamers where, and I'll show you a clip in a minute on why it's just bad. Okay, so I used to have I used to just aim with just my wrist, and a lot of times I can always tell who's a risk gamer and who isn't, because when they're walking and stuff, they're like super shaky and all this other stuff. Like they're just all over the place. Honestly, your aim is just not gonna be that good. So you wanna be able to have your sensitivity lower, so that way you're more precise with your shots. Even if you have a small, like a small mouse pad, you can lower your sensitivity just a little bit to improve your accuracy in the game, and you can just compensate for the motion or like the amount of space that you have on your mouse pad. But you want to be able to use as much of your mouse pad as you can. The more mouse pad and mouse room you have, the better you are. I guarantee you, the more precise your shots will be. See how accurate that was? So you have 4 points, right? So you got that point, and then that point, like right there. And then you got that point. We're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. I'm gonna turn the laser off. If you want to put a laser on your gun to like help you or whatever, that's fine. But in raids, you don't want to have just your laser, because people see it and know exactly where you're at. Trust me, I've killed people doing that. Okay, so don't do that. So I'm gonna turn it off. All right. Normally, what I do is I do a little bit of running around, mess with my mouse, and then bam. Okay, I just pick a spot, or anywhere random, bam. Okay. When you're doing this, you kind of just want to like run around and get a feel for it. Okay. You always want to come back to center, okay? Eventually, you'll make a really good habit of going back to center, okay? You don't have to do like a voodoo on the gun, or vortex. I just like the vortex on the mutant. It's just sexy, okay? Alright, so again, we're gonna try again. Bam. And just take your time. You don't have to go fast. You don't have to go fast. You don't have to do as fast as me. Okay? And make sure you do it like differently, like randomly, okay? You can just do it on the same spot, okay? Another thing I want to add, the more important thing about this is you're like, when you flick on someone in the game, you're obviously not gonna, like when you first ADS, you're not gonna flick on their head right away, okay? So it's always good to do like aim and then flick, aim, flick, okay? Aim, flick. So practice doing that as well. Don't just like, you know, be on point every time you aim at the target. So aim, flick, okay? Aim, flick, aim, flick, okay? It doesn't have to hip fire or whatever. So just go in the factory and just, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and show a clip, or like a video of back when I used to be one of those risk gamers. Alright, so this is like a perfect video of what I see other streamers and some gamers. This was back when I was a risk gamer, if you will. I'll let the video play and I'll show you guys, like, look how shaky my gun is. I'm not saying like the wiggle, like just the little micro, like fixing like my gun. I don't know how to explain it, but like you'll see it. Here, let's make it full screen. But see how it's very little. My aim, it's like if you see my screen, it's shaky. It's shaky because my mouse, I'm constantly moving my mouse. See how shaky my screen was? It's because I'm very... it might be hard for you to tell, I don't know, but I see like me shaking my screen a little bit. Just very like little micro shakes. Look how shaky my screen is. See? I'm literally shaking. This was back when the Val was like really good. Like it took almost no it had like no recoil. It was good. See how I just like shook the whole screen there for a little bit? It's very little and minuscule.
I'm going to be your fucking end!
See how shaky my screen is? That's because I'm barely moving the mouse and the screen's shaking. Like this is a thing that I've seen with other streamers and gamers, and you know, maybe your sensitivity is lower than mine and you're still a risk gamer. That's okay. It's whatever works for you and whatever you feel is comfortable for you. If that makes sense. It probably doesn't. Like, I don't know. I'm like literally talking out my ass at this point. But anyway, I'm playing. I can physically see how shaky my screen is. Crazy, dude. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video or found it helpful. If you want to see more videos like this or want me to cover more, I'll do the best I can. I'm not really good at stuff like this, honestly. Like, I stutter a lot and I say dumb things. But if you want more videos and more content like this, just let me know. Leave a comment below. Ask questions. I stream Monday through Thursday if you want to stop by and ask questions. I'm always down to help new players, and I even play with viewers. We even have a community day on Thursdays, and then sometimes I'll just bring in a viewer anyway and just play with a viewer and help out with quests. But anyway, that is all that I have for this video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I will get to you as soon as I can. I'm actually pretty good at that. Anyway, have a good night, day, or morning, weekend, weekday, whatever. Just have a good something and be safe. Oh, kisses. Mwah, on your forehead. Much love.